presents Dick Powell, Charles Boyer, David Niven, Ida Lupino, Charles Boyer in The Bad Street.
Still winning.
Is he?
Barry, you can't stand it. You can't let him win so much.
What do you suggest I do? Rig the wheel?
Will you okay this for Johnson?
Yeah.
That kid at the roulette wheel, he's on a winning streak.
So he's on a winning streak.
Give me a cigarette, will you?
He's in a foul mood.
What do you want him to do? Celebrate when some kid that ain't even dry behind the ears is winning?
Look, I'm on your side.
Place your bets. Place your bets.
Who is he?
I don't know. First time he's been in.
He'll break Barry if he keeps this up.
Yep.
Barry. Oh, Bentridge. You're a little early. We're still in business.
Now, Barry, why do you take that attitude? All I'm here for is to help you.
Oh, I thought you'd come to count the receipts.
You mean your losses? Why don't you give in gracefully? Let us take over while you still have the chance to make a dignified deal.
I don't want any help from you. I thought I'd made that clear.
The people I represent will see that you're not hurt. They'll take care of you.
Would I be working for myself or for them?
Well,
That's what I mean.
Barry, think it over. If you go broke again, where will you find another bankroll? You haven't 5 cents worth of credit left.
Don't bother to add it up again. It'll only come out the same way, in the red.
What can I do?
You know what I want you to do.
Bentridge.
What's wrong with that, Barry?
I've always worked alone.
With Bentridge, you wouldn't have to worry.
I wouldn't have to worry. Or you wouldn't have to worry.
The same thing, isn't it?
Money means a lot to you.
Doesn't it to everybody? Barry, what would you do without money? Custom-made shirts, man to drive your car, all of the things you've gotten accustomed to.
I can do without monograms. I can drive a car.
Give me a light.
What's the matter? Afraid of getting stuck with a loser? Is that it?
Why don't you stop fighting City Hall? The way the cards fall, that's the way you have to play them. You always said that. Remember?
I remember a lot of things.
Darling, things don't have to change. Everybody needs help sometime or other. All you have to do is give Bentridge.
Bentridge. I'm sick of that name. I don't want any part of it, you understand? Or his friends.
But all he wants to do is buy in.
He wants to take over. I'd be a front in a dress suit. Is that what you want?
Darling, you have to do something.
I'm in a bad streak. That's all. A bad streak. Well, I'll break it. I've done it before. All I need is a bankroll. Well, I'll get one. Somehow. Come in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What is it?
The bar supplies are getting pretty low.
Well, then reorder. What do you bother me with this?
I tried to reorder.
Oh, they have cut off our credit.
I didn't want to tell you. I was hoping we could get by somehow.
I figure out something. Don't worry, chick. You and I will work it out. Now, what's the matter? What's eating you?
That kid at the roulette wheel.
Well, what about him?
He wants the limit raised.
You know the house rules.
He won't take no for an answer. He's getting out of hand. Insists on talking to you.
Me? What did you say?
He says he wants to see you. Says he won't talk with no hired flunky.
Later.
I wouldn't wait too long. If he don't stop winning, we'll have to close shop.
All right.
Place your bets. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, sir. This is over the house limit.
That's all right. Let it ride. I got influence with the upper echelon.
No special concessions.
So you would be running?
Yes.
thought you would be older.
6 black.
You lose.
You changed my luck.
Why don't you quit while you're ahead?
I don't believe in quitting. But then you wouldn't understand that, would you? You do know who I am.
I've seen pictures of you.
Well, that's something. I didn't know that you'd bothered to remember me at all.
Place your bets. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait a minute.
Why did you come here?
Why shouldn't I? I waited a long time to see you.
Well, I'm glad you came.
So am I. I've been very curious about you.
You have?
Yes. I've wondered what it would be like to meet the fabulous gambler face to face and tell him what a cheap tin horn I think he is. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to gamble, really gamble. If that's possible in here.
It's a public place.
Barry. Who is he? You know him.
Know him? No. I don't know him.
The things he said to you, you've never taken that from anyone before.
Go easy on it, kid. You drink, John. You know who that is? That's his kid.
His son.
Yeah. I didn't get it at first, but now. Can't you see it? The set of his head, the way he uses his hands.
But a son.
Mm-hmm. He never talks about it. Not even to me. But I got a look at his scrapbook. It's pasted with all kinds of news photographs of the kid. All the way back to his baby buggy.
We've never asked each other any questions before, and that's been all right with me.
Let it stay that way, Angela.
I think I'm entitled to some answers now, don't you?
I don't see that things have changed.
But that's your son out there. You told me once a long time ago that you'd been married, that she died. I never asked any questions about that, how you felt about her or anything.
That's all in the past.
The past just walked in.
We'll walk out again.
Will it, Barry?
Angela, wait.
23 red. You win again, sir.
Of course.
I'd like to talk to you.
Go ahead.
Not here.
What do you want to talk to me about?
Your father.
Now watch my chips. I've counted them. A drink?
No. It's quieter over here.
All right.
Why don't you quit?
Oh? Don't tell me Rennick is getting parental and issuing orders.
He has nothing to do with my talking to you.
Then what's your interest?
I don't like to see him get hurt. It's as simple as that.
You're in love with him. Funny, I never thought of him that way before.
He's in enough trouble now without you making it worse. That has nothing to do with it.
Trouble?
Look, when you go somewhere else and gamble, you've won enough here.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me that he's broke? He can't afford a big win?
That's just about the size of it. If you quit now, he may have a chance, but if you keep on the way you're going, you'll finish him off tonight.
You know, that's a very amusing idea. Excuse me. I was under the impression that this was a gambling house. I've done better at Tiddlywinks.
Maybe you should go back to Tiddlywinks.
What's the matter, son? Play not interesting enough for you?
It bores me. I've won more than this in 20 minutes at Monte Carlo.
Well, now, Barry, you don't want to send a customer away dissatisfied. Give the boy the kind of game he wants.
Oh, Mr. Rennick has a house limit. Mr. Rennick doesn't make special concessions.
You've got Barry all wrong, son. He never let a man down that wanted a game, have you, Barry? You'll give the boy the idea this is a penny ante operation.
Or maybe he's afraid that I might break the bank. Is that it?
You make sounds like a man. I wonder if you can play like one. Fresh deck.
What do you mean? Stud?
No? Turn of the card. All or nothing.
All right. Match it. After you.
4.
I'll be back.
Morning.
Morning, chick.
Last night's receipts. You know, a couple of more nights like last night and things might be all right for us. Hello. Who? Oh, just a minute. I'll see if he's in. It's that Mrs. Weston again. No, Mrs. Weston, he isn't in just now. No, I don't know when he'll be back. All right, I'll tell him. She wants you to come over to her hotel. She's pretty insistent.
Whenever she calls, I'm out.
You want to go over with me?
Now you take over.
We should be able to get some credit extended on these.
Yes.
Hi.
Ah, you're bright this morning.
It's afternoon. How do you feel?
I feel fine.
Oh, you must still be sleeping. Look.
Oh, thank you.
Darling, I feel like we have a whole new lease on things. Don't you? After last night. Darling, surely you're not upset about what happened.
No.
After all, it wasn't your fault. He egged you into it. He had it coming to him.
Yes, it was one of those things.
No, it wasn't. He did it deliberately. He wanted to hurt you. I begged him to quit. I told him you couldn't afford a big win.
You told him? What right had you?
Barry, after all, he is your son. I was only trying to help you.
Help me? Or were you trying to make sure I didn't go broke?
Perhaps you'd like to try the other rooms, if you just follow me.
Barry Rennick, I sent for you. I've called you all day. I came all the way to Reno to see you. Why didn't you answer my calls?
You're a little late, Mrs. Weston. If you'd sent for me 20 years ago, I would have come. I would have crawled. But now, what's the use? What have we got to talk about?
David, your son, I followed him out here.
Yes. Yes, I had the pleasure of meeting him.
He lost a sizable amount of money to you last night,
That's right.
and he's coming back tonight.
It's a public place.
But you don't understand. Nothing will satisfy him now but to break you.
That should make you happy.
But you must not let him play here tonight. You must stop him.
Why don't you stop him, Mrs. Weston? You are his grandmother and his guardian, remember. You're the one who doesn't approve of gambling. It is what you had against me, isn't it?
Barry Rennick, it is not easy for me to humiliate myself.
Oh, I don't imagine it is.
Frankly, things are not the same with me now. I don't have the money I once had. As a matter of fact, I shall not be able to leave anything to him.
Really?
That's why I'm so worried about David squandering his inheritance.
Inheritance?
The money that came down to him from his mother's estate.
Oh.
$100,000.
100,000.
He has sent for a letter of credit transferring his funds here. He means to use it to break you. But what if he loses? It's all he's got.
Sit down, Mrs. Weston. You know, it's funny. You're coming to me for help. I should feel something. Some triumph. After 20 years, you get over feeling, I suppose. Oh, I congratulate you on David, though. You've done a thorough job on him. He detests me.
I've given my life to him.
And what did you tell him about me? Did you tell him how I tried to keep him after his mother died? Did you tell him how I fought you with everything I could lay my hands on and I couldn't even get into court? How could I hope to win against your name, your position? I was just a gambler. Who cares about a gambler losing his son? A gambler loses every day. But he's one son, more or less.
But you didn't need him as I did.
Didn't I?
I had so much to give him. What could you have done?
And what have you done for him?
I gave him position, education.
Education. Here. Sign of wealthy family expelled for drinking bout. There. Campus scandal involving Beacon Hill socialites. And you've given him travel. Oh, yes. All over Europe. But what did he see? Casinos. Racetracks.
He's got your bad streak. It's in his blood.
How many times a day did you tell him that?
But you've got to shoulder your responsibilities. You've got to stop David from squandering his inheritance.
There is only one way to stop a gambler, Mrs. Weston, and that is to break him.
You mean to tell me that if he comes here, you'll take his money?
If he wishes to gamble, I won't stop him.
Your own son.
He accused me of being a tin horn. I can't have him think me a coward. Now, can I, Mrs. Weston? What do you want?
I came to win my money back.
The casino is out there.
I'm not interested in the casino. I lost it to you.
You know, your grandmother was here. She asked me not to let you gamble.
I'm a big boy now. I make my own decisions. Or maybe that's an alibi on your part so that you don't have to play me.
What's your pleasure?
Blackjack. Head to head.
Shall we go outside?
Oh, no, in here's fine. It's more social. It's real family stuff.
We'll need some chips. How much?
$10,000.
Is that your idea of a big game? $10,000?
No, of course not. It's just a start.
Oh, I see. We'll need some chips. $10,000 each. Oh, incidentally, what are you using for money? Letter of credit, 100,000.
I hope that's good enough for you.
Oh, yes. Now, your check for $10,000, please.
Hit me. I'll stand.
20. Pay 21.
19. I'll need more chips.
Blackjack.
Get me some more chips. And some more cigarettes.
How's it going?
I've seen him in a lot of games, but I never saw him like this.
What do you mean?
Completely cold.
But he's winning.
Yeah, he's winning.
Blackjack.
Good. Your deal may change your luck. Take your chips. Give you a chance to recoup. Blackjack.
I need more chips.
No more chips.
What do you mean?
100,000. That's all you're good for.
But you've got to give me a chance to win it back.
That's the limit of your credit.
But it's all I've got. It's my inheritance.
If you've got to gamble, you've got to learn how to lose.
I had a cockeyed idea that I wanted to see you tonight. I didn't think that you could be as bad as my grandmother said you were. But you're worse. Well, you've taught me one thing tonight. I hate gamblers.
A present.
Thank you. Get my lawyer on the phone, will you?
Now?
I'm glad you won, darling.
I wouldn't worry about it. He'd have lost it anyway. If it wasn't you, it would have been somebody else.
Sure. $100,000. Just a few pieces of paper. How much they mean. What they can do. They can really put you back on your feet.
Just a minute. Barry wants to talk to you. He was asleep.
Hello, John. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was so late. John, I have $100,000 worth of checks here. Yes, they're good. They're backed up by a letter of credit. No, that's not it. I want you to set up a trust fund for my son. Yes, my son David. You know, the type he can't break. That's right. Ironclad, so he can't ever squander any of it away. Yes, well, you know about those things. Right. I'll leave it to you. Draw up the papers. Thanks.
$100,000.
Like you said, Angela, the way the cards fall, that's the way you've got to play them. That's the end of the monogram shirts, the chauffeur, and all the other expensive, beautiful things.
Barry.
Oh, Chick, you might as well call Bentridge. Tell him he can take over. But tell him I want out, completely.
Where are you going?
I don't know. For a walk. Clear my head. Get some cigarettes.
You want me to go with you?
No.
You are coming back.
It's over. All over. Don't you understand? I'm broke. Go and find yourself a winner.
Let him go. He's a bigger fool than I thought he was.
Thank you.
$5 will get you 10, you don't make it.
I made it.
Looks like I found a winner.
Do you have breakfast?